Hello, you can see I'm back with another tactic test. Before we get any further though, I have had a delivery from JJ Sports 11. Let me just show you about a couple of England shirts turn up and next season's 24-25 PSG shirt. Hopefully that is going to be the correct PSG shirt. If you want a cheap football shirt, please look in the description below. I do have a link for JJ Sports 11. And if you're ordering free shirts, I think it's 3 off 3, the coders, and you get money off. And if you're ordering 6 shirts, it's 6 off 6. But more shirts, but more money off the shirts. Right, but today is all about the tactic tester. And this tactic was requested. I think Tom FM used it on his channel as well and had great success. But like I said, this was requested in the comments in the previous video in the comments. It's called ARSE 4141 meta. Is it going to be meta? We will find out. Like I say, Tom FM had some really, really good results. We tested with Man City, Brighton and Luton. And as we're looking at Man City, let's look at their results. Well, it's nearly a dream start. We lost in the Community Shield 2-1 against Arsenal. But we did get to the final of the Carabao Cup. And it's Brighton. And they must have done very well to get to the final. Because we know how hard it is with Brighton to get to a cup final. But sadly, for them, they lost. But good for us. We beat them 3-0 in the final. And in the FA Cup, we only went on to win this as well, knocking out Chelsea, Newcastle. In the final, it's Arsenal, and we beat them 2-1. And in the Super Cup, we also beat Sevilla 4-2. So far, it's a very good start, just the Community Shield. Then in the Champions League, we topped our group with Rangers finishing second place. We won 4, lost 2. We finished with 12 points. Then in the knockout rounds, wow. We lost 3-1 away from home against AC Milan. We beat them at home 2-1, but it was the away leg which really let us down in the round of 16, losing 3-1. On to the Premier League now, where with such a great start at the beginning, seems to be dropping off a bit now. We won 26, we drew 7, we lost 5, we scored 87 goals. We conceded 31, we got a goal difference of 56, and a little bit of a low points tally of 85. On to the player stats now, where Haaland's their top goal scorer with 43 goals. We've got Kevin De Bruyne with 24 goals. Jack Grealish has got 14, a good season for him. Assists, what do we have? Kevin De Bruyne with 22, Gomez with 14. And when we look at the best performer, it's normally always Haaland. So Kevin De Bruyne, a 7.44, 24 goals, 22 assists, a very, very good season for him. And when we look at clean sheets, we got 28. On to their team stats, where there's actually only one list that we're not on. Most points per game, whereas second place here, 2.24. Most goals, second place here of 87. We do normally score the most goals, especially it being a 4-1-4-1. I would have thought we would have scored more goals. Most shots for, top here was 668. Fewer shots against, though, is really good with a 229. Best pass completion, we're just about on it in 8th place with 87%. And most possession, 5th place here with 57%. Most dribbles made, 7th place here was 681. Most tackles won, that's the list that we're not on. Most clean sheets were top here with 19, defensively very good. Fewest conceded, only conceded 31 for the season. Like I said, it started off so well, other than the Community Shield, started off so well. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Super Cup. Champions League is disappointing against AC Milan, and 85 points is a little bit low in the league. That's it with Man City. Let's test out the other two. And the next team is Brighton. And it's very disappointing the third round of the Carabao Cup, losing to Luton 2-1. The other team we'll test later on with this tactic. But yeah, like I said, it's a little bit disappointing. And the FA Cup is also disappointing, but we did have Veltman sent off after 11 minutes. But we lost here 3-0 against Blackpool in the third round. And in Europa League, we finished in second place, but with the same points as Roma. We won 4, drew 1, we lost 1. Finished with 13 points. A pretty of a tough group as well. In the knockout rounds, well, it's PSG in the Europa League knockout round. We lost 3-1 away from home and we lost 2-1 at home. So we lost 5-2 on aggregate. On to the league, where we're in 9th place, and Tottenham again. After the winter update, they're doing very well in this tactic test. They're in second place. But it's all about Brighton. We won 14, we drew 12. Lost 12, scored 76 goals, conceded 65, goal difference of 11, and we got a points tally of 54. On to their player stats now. Pedro's their top goal scorer with 24, Gross with 10 goals, Ansu Fati with 9 goals. So Gross outscoring Fati in the league. Assists, what do we have? Gross with the most assists with 12, and the best performer is Pedro, though, with a 7.06. And when we look at clean sheets, we've only got 7. On to team stats now, where we're only on 2 lists. One being most goals with 76 goals, third in the league. And the other being most possession, 8th place here with 53%. And that is your lot with Brighton. 54 points. Actually, I say it all the time, but 54 points, 50, early 60, actually with Brighton is pretty good. And 54 points, like I said, is pretty good. On to our final team now, which is Luton. And in the Carabao Cup, we got to the 3rd round. And we're at home as well. And we lost 5-2 to Sunderland. The FA Cup is even more disappointing, losing to Leyton Orient in the 5th round. They scored on the 90th minute to make it 2-2, and then we lose out on penalties. Now on to the Premier League, where we finished in 11th place, which is not too bad at all. We won 13, we drew 6, we did lose 19, we scored 53 goals, but we conceded 56, which is a -3 goal difference and a points tally of 45. So let's look at their player stats, where Chong's our top goal scorer with 15 goals. Carlton Morris has got 14. Assists are come from Ogben with 9, and their best performer. We've only got the one player in green, but he didn't play enough for us. It's going to be Chong with a 6.98. And when we look at clean sheets, we've got more than Brighton, but we had a lower points tally. We got 12. On to their team stats now, where we're only on the 1 list, and it is most tackles won. We're in 8th place here with 885, and that's it. 11th place, 45 points is not too bad, I don't think. Everton, Burnley and Bournemouth all getting relegated. If Everton would have had -10 deduction, though, I think they would have been all right, and Sheffield United would have went down. A couple of little surprises there. Brighton 15th with 42 points. We know how hard it is with tactics with Brighton, so not surprised they're down there. So 45 points. Brighton's 54 points. I think it was Man City got 85 points. It's not the best, but it worked really well for Tom FM. Let me just out the points and see where it does come in our tactic testing league. ARSE 4141 meta comes in at number 15th spot. It won 53, drew 25, lost 36, scored 216 goals, conceded 152. We got a goal difference of 64. It won 3 trophies and a point instead of 184. Like I said, Tom FM used this tactic and he had such success with it. Definitely try it out. Let me know how you get on with it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you need the instructions, please carry on watching the video because I'm about to run over them. So what we got in goal, we got a sweeper keeper on support. On the left-hand side, we got inverted wing back on support. On the right-hand side, we've got inverted wing back on support. Different instructions. We've got tackle harder there. And on the left-hand side, we've got tackle harder and take more risks. Then we've got a ball playing defender on defend. Alongside another ball playing defender on defend. Different instructions again. The right-hand side, dribble more. Left-hand side, tackle harder. In front of them, we've got a defensive midfielder on support. On the left-hand side, we've got an inside forward attack. On the right-hand side, we've got a winger attack. We've got attacking midfielder attack. We got a shadow striker attack. Up front, we've got advanced forward attack. Mentality balance down below now, different skin. And in possession, what do we have? If I click it again, we've got attacking whip standard, approach play, passing to space, play out defense, passing direct is shorter, tempo higher, time wasting never, mixed crosses, work the ball into the box, be more expressive. In transition, what do we have? Counter press, counter, dispute quickly, dispute to centre backs and to full backs. Out of possession, what do we have? High press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goal distribution, get stuck in. And that is your lot. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do truly appreciate it. And if you've got a tactic suggestion you want me to test out, please leave it in the comments below. And if you want to cheat football shirts, JG Sports at 11 will be a link for in the description below as well. So thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. See you then.